What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at Water's Edge. Water's Edge is just south of the Eastport area, and they are working in this area. There's a couple housing developments. It's actually just on the opposite side of Central Parkway from Eastport, and centrally located, obviously, in that area. There's a road that runs right through it, separating it out, or separating the sides of Water's Edge. Bar Boulevard runs through this into Shady Brook, into Moultrie Creek, and over into Middleton as well. You can see right here, actually, Bar Boulevard is the one on the right with the pool alongside of it. And that goes right into Shady Brook, which you can see where all the houses are, and Moultrie Creek. I'll have a video on Shady Brook here shortly, within the next few days. I just recorded it today. So we're going to take a look today at Water's Edge, and we're going to take a look at Eastport and all the construction that's going on over there as well. So this area in the top right, that is Central Lake Driving Range, the teaching facility, and Bel Air Executive Golf Course. And then as we pan or turn to the south, you can see Shady Brook up there in the background, along with Moultrie Creek, and actually the charter school, the Villages High Schools, in the top right as well. Huge area. You can see some of the walls going up for the new Water's Edge areas, and a couple of housing areas going in here. So it looks like they started on the north and the south side. Now we flip-flop to the other side of the road. This is the downtown Eastport area here. So Central Lake right there, which you can see that first little bit of water was Sunset Island. There is a dock in that water as well. You're going to be able to sit on Sunset Island and watch the live entertainment right across the lake. We'll take a closer look at that soon. You also see Hotel Eastport. The Olympia Rec Center is the biggest building there, right in the middle, and just to the left of that is the sports pool. We're going to take a look at the Farragut softball complex. There is several dog parks in here, actually. There's a multi-purpose field, some tennis courts, sand courts, pickleball courts, basketball court. The basketball court looks to be done. We will see that later as well. And of course, their traditional shuffleboard, bocce ball. There's a golf cars rental place in this area. You can see the dock there, actually, on our side of Sunset Island. And straight across there is where you see that's where the entertainment's going to be, right through these trees. And it looks like they're building the stage right now. I'm guessing that's the stage, but that is what it looks like in that little area. And right behind the stage is shopping and dining. That's where all those areas are going. And then this is Hotel Eastport. It is a massive building. You can see they're putting a pool, which I believe that's going to be the pool. Looks like it. Pretty big building. It's about the size of, I think it's called the Waterfront Inn over in Lake Sumter. But they are going to have a Villages Health over here, down that road where all the retail is, Citizens First Bank, all the hits, all that regular stuff. And you also have a walking, running, and dog pathway all the way around this lake, which I think is pretty cool. No golf carts. There is golf cart trails around the outside, and it says multimodal because bikes and all that kind of stuff. Bikes will not be allowed on the outside of the Central Lake area in that path. At least that's what the map says. The shared use path is around the outside. So now this area here is the Bel Air Executive Golf Course. This is the one with all the holes, obviously. And then just to the east of this, we will fly over in a minute, but that is the Central Lake driving range, along with the teaching facility that's there. This is coming along pretty nicely. You can see grass is growing in really well. It's seeded really well. I'm kind of curious to see when this is going to open up. I'm sure they've probably talked about it in some of their videos. I would assume it shouldn't be too long, because I know the southern areas are open. Probably just waiting on a couple things. This area here, you can see just to the north of Central Parkway. This is that driving range, Central Lake, and the teaching facility. Right where you see at the bottom here, that's the teaching facility that they're going to use as well. This is pretty big area, bigger than the downtown square in Brownwood, if you ask me. I don't know like square footage size or how many acres this is total, but just overall it kind of seems like it's going to be a bigger area than that. I could be wrong. I feel like Brownwood's basically one square, and then you have a little kind of road off of it that has a few businesses and that type of stuff as well. So here's the Farragut softball complex. You can see that multi-purpose field just below us. You can use it for soccer or something. And then the basketball court there that I talked about, and the sand courts. We're flying over the tennis courts. The softball complex has the scoreboard up. It's not wired or anything yet. I think it's the scoreboard. It could be just a billboard, because it did kind of look like a billboard when I drove by. But pretty massive area. They have another one of these softball complexes just to the north, not too far, because there's obviously a lot of leagues and things like that as well. And then this is just to the north of Eastport, and we're looking currently into LaGrange area and into that Oak Hollow area. This is that Woodlands Championship Golf Club that we're flying over, and LaGrange as well. Somebody corrected me in the last video and spelled it out how to say it, so now I got it. LaGrange. This is just south of the Wellpoint area that we looked at yesterday. Some of this is included in that video as well, but I was able to get the southern side this time. And then this is that opposite view looking at Eastport. You can see again just how massive this area is. This whole area is insane, and the Shady Brook, Moultrie Creek areas, they haven't even touched the eastern side of Bexley Trail yet. That's what you're seeing way out in the distance. These are all the homes that are included in Water's Edge right now on the south side of Central Parkway. And they do have the Water Lily, the town rec center, that is there as well. So you can see over the houses looking at that Shady Brook side, a lot of construction to be done in this area. Water's Edge is one of the smaller areas in the Eastport, smaller neighborhoods I should say, in the Eastport area. I guess I probably shouldn't say one of the smaller areas. It does look like it is because it's split down the middle by Bar Boulevard, but it's really not. Lakeside is south of Central Lake to the west side of the executive course over there, the Bel Air, and the driving range. So that's the smallest area in here. But Water's Edge kind of seems like a smaller area. I guess it's really not when you look at the map. You can see them feverishly working on these homes. This is the southern side of Water's Edge, kind of southeast. And it's interesting how they choose which areas they start building the homes first for a new area. Just on the other side of Bexley Trail here, you can see that they have a pump house. And if you watch the video that I put out last, I said that the pump houses are put in first to move the water between the retention ponds and transfer water from one retention pond to another as they may need it to water an area or whatnot. Like when the hurricanes came through, they're trying to get the water between one side of the road to the other or whatever. And so I would assume, since they're putting a pump house over in this area, it will be one of the next areas that they start working on. You can usually tell when things like that occur, or it could be the golf course as well. They could be starting to work on the golf course for that area. You definitely know when they're going to start working on an area when you see not only the pump house, but then you see them start working on the neighborhood rec center. So for instance, Well Point was done, Shady Brook was done. They started working on those neighborhoods. Then they finished Water's Edge, and now they're working on houses in that area. So we'll see which one they do next for rec center. And you can see this is the local mail center for Water's Edge. And then we'll start doing videos on that one. Thanks for watching. I will see you in the next one.